Elon Musk thing was interesting because he got back on. I don't know if he's tweeted that much or whatever, but it was just obviously, as you can imagine, 10,000 articles were just like, the world's over basically, right? And then people Jason Callahan, it's like those kind of people or whatever. People were posting these big things about, obviously the main thing they're mad about is the Sandy Hook thing still, right? Yeah. When he thought the Sandy Hook wasn't real, and or at least...
The spaces he ended up doing when he got back on was like crazy. And
did you watch them?
I listened to some of it.
I know Vivek got taken a piss.
Yeah, he went and took a piss, and there was just... It was like Andrew Tate... Alex Jones, Elon Musk, all these people there's a crazy feature.
Bad Boy Avengers.
Crazy feature of Twitter where they're like, you just have like this, just sets up these like phone calls that everybody can listen to with all these people. Kind of wild.
Yeah, super crazy. But it was interesting because everyone, you can tell, like Trump got people just like fucking so mad.
Yeah.
The Alex Jones thing, because it was 10 years ago and people are like really, really mad about it. And I was kind of thinking, like, what would it take to get me like that mad about something? And I couldn't think of anything. Like, even the thing I could think of, like, maybe imagine there was like, the closest I could get it would have to be something where like 10 years later, I was still like, no way.
Yeah.
I thought of the only thing is if someone did something, maybe they were like a pedophile or something, and it was like, molested someone, like someone you knew. Yeah, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And then they were
someone
like,
wronged you badly.
But then you'd still be like, I don't know if I'd be campaigning for them to not have like a Twitter. I don't know. But
also, he paid, he's losing all his money over this. So isn't that the fact that he is being penalized? It's one thing to say.
But I could see being mad about it, but still being like, he can't have any social media platforms. That's the part like I don't get. I guess they're like, he's going to do it again. But I couldn't think. I was like, maybe if there was like a girl that like falsely accused like everyone I know, and then they like went to jail. But the thing is, for him, and you'd be like, I guess 10 years later, they're like trying to put her on social media again. But I still feel like
the reason he didn't get kicked off of Twitter for that, though, he got kicked off of Twitter for like accosting Oliver Darcy, who's like a CNN reporter, about some like free speech thing or something. So the thing is, the problem is how selective even Twitter was about it. And Twitter just came out too. I think it came out yesterday or 2 days ago, saying like they were manipulating the trending tab to choose what to make trending, which is like a crazy editorial idea, or
well, everyone knew that.
Yeah, I guess.
mean, that you could see with your own two eyes, because you would see, hey, this has 10,000 tweets and it's not trending, and this has 3,000 tweets and it's trending.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I guess Elon confirmed it, which it had never been actually confirmed. But yeah, like they got him. The Sandy Hook thing was 10 years ago, and then they kicked him off in 2018 for something related to essentially politics. So they just one day woke up and just chose that they were going to kick him off.
Well, yeah, they got him rid of it. There was one day where he got like wiped from the internet, if you remember that.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. It's like some crazy coordinated thing where they kick him off everywhere.
But it was kind of like, I think what I was sort of, I think my conclusion was, if enough people come together and they almost tell you it's like your duty, like I feel like you can get people to do things on, you know how everyone even tells you, like they have everyone convinced like voting's your duty. Yeah. Like there's and I know this is an unpopular take of mine, but I always say like telling people their duty, like something you have to go do something you don't want to do and it's your duty, is sort of like how you convince dumb people to do shit they don't want to do. Like, but it really is, it's like, it's your duty almost to be like, bruh.
Yeah,
I think that's how.
I mean, the thing with with the Twitter thing, I'm like, I don't know. Look, yeah.
I'm more talking about people that are just viscerally like fucking. They're still just like his name just.
Yeah, I mean, again, block him, I guess, if you don't want to see anything from him. Like, there is a mechanism to mute and block.
But that's my point. I think it has to be deeper than that, and I think they've convinced people that like this is your like
it's a moral
duty as a citizen to like be mad.
Yeah, well, it's a moral argument. People are essentially saying, that is the worst thing that someone can do, and like when you lost your child in a school shooting, and then for someone to make your life worse for profit, which is debatable. It's a pretty shitty thing he did, and he tried to in the Twitter space.
But there's people who've probably done worse things. I guess, right?
Of course there are, and in the Twitter space,
like there's people that have. I mean, people always. The obvious one is there's people in government that have made decisions that have led to millions of people dying.
Of course, yeah. Should they not have Twitter?
I mean, if you want to be somewhat consistent, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But that's what you pick certain ones and convince people that this is like, if you're not mad about this, you're not a good person.
Yeah.
I think that's how you get people.
I mean, he did a shitty thing. I guess the question is, does the shitty thing you did just define you for the rest of your life? And, you know, even if you've had some sort of penalty meted out, like that's just it, you go, it doesn't matter, like that's you, who you are, and we can't hear from you ever again because you did this one shitty thing. I mean, he also exposed Epstein's Island like 10 years before anybody was talking about it.
That's the question.